Hello everyone, this is an additional video with improvements to knife throwing. Despite the fact that the previous video should have been the last, in this we will add logic adjustments so that this mechanic will be complete. And this is the final result. We can aim at which place we're throwing our knife. We'll also add a trail. And that's it for our adjustments. Let's start. So now we can throw this knife in the direction of a player. But what if I want to aim? I want to be able to aim with my camera and to throw it to a place where I'm aiming. Well, we're gonna add that logic now. So first open your character and navigate to a place where you have a key, an input for knife throwing. Here it is. Let's move everything after a branch somewhere to the right side. Here we have to do a line trace. Connect it to false, and the start is going to be a camera location, so we have to get the camera. Well, if you have a camera here somewhere on a spring arm or just floating around or somewhere on your scene, that's on your site how to get the camera. You can get it from here and get its world location. Or if you have a separate actor, you can get separate actor world location. Depends on your camera system. In my case, I have to get camera manager and get world location. And this is gonna be a world location of my camera, and it goes into a start of line trace. For the end of a line trace, we have to make a trace in a direction where camera is looking, but we have to clamp somehow a vertical angle. We should not be able to throw a knife to the top or to the bottom. We have to be able to throw it forward, maybe a little bit upward or to the bottom. So 90 degrees rotation is not fine for us. Well, we have to get world rotation then of our camera. Here we have to break a rotator. And yaw is fine for us, but roll and pitch should be clamped. So here we're gonna make a rotator. First we're gonna normalize axis. And do the same for pitch. Well, right after that we have to clamp both these values. So duplicate this clamp for pitch. Let me move it a little bit. So minimum degree is gonna be 30, maximum 30 also. The same for pitch. And this values goes to roll and pitch respectively. Yaw stays the same. Compile and save, and this is gonna be our rotation. Corrected rotation, and from this rotation we're gonna get a forward vector. Now we have to multiply this forward vector on a distance of a trace. So let's promote this vector to a float, right click on it and convert this to a float. And the distance of a trace is gonna be 4 thousandths. We should add it to a world location of a camera, And we will, and this is going to be our end location. We can draw this trace for duration. Let's check it. For example, while it goes bottom, where is, well, let's check what is base rotation of a camera at this moment. Well, that's correct rotation. Well, axis is normalized incorrectly. Why? Clamps an angle to the range of -1. Oh, I'm printing a roll. We have to print pitch. Where is it? Well, everything is correct. That's strange. Oh, here in a clamp, after normalization of a pitch, I've put it -30 to a maximum. It should be 30. And now, as you can see, when we are looking to the very top, our line trace doesn't go that much high. In other case, it would be vertical. I think that an angle should be clamped a little bit more between maybe -20, 20, -20 and 20. Well, to show you why we're using this clamping, let's connect this into a pitch and this into a roll before clamping and see what will happen. In this case, we will be able to see that straight vertical line if we're looking to the top, but I don't want to be able to throw a knife vertically to the top. I want to strict an angle, and the same for a bottom. So this cannot be a direction of my knife. That's why I'm stricting vertical rotation between 20 degrees. Well, now, after a line trace, let's add a branch. And check if it was a hit. Well, if it was a hit, then we're gonna rotate our player to face this direction. So we have to find a look at rotation. Start location is gonna be get actor location. And target location is gonna be a hit result. So let's get out hit, break hit result, and get impact point. And this is gonna be a new rotation of our character. So we're gonna set actor rotation if true. Well, also we have to change only a yaw rotation and not pitch and roll. So let's break this, find look at rotate not into axis. Break rotator, yaw goes into yaw, and pitch and roll will stay the same as they were. So we have to get actor location and set previous values. Oh, not location. Get actor rotation. X and Y staying the same. Right after that, we can play montage and it will be much better than it was previously. So our player will rotate to face, as you can see. But vertical alignment of a knife is not correct. Also, we are doing nothing if line trace doesn't hit anything. So what we're gonna do in this case? In this case, we're gonna, in the false statement, we're gonna do almost the same. So let's move this part a little bit more to the right side. So we have an impact point. Well, let's get return value and select on it. Select, but we're gonna just use basic select. We're gonna select an end location. If it was a hit, then it's gonna be an impact point. Oops. Another case, trace end. And this return value goes into find look at rotation target. Well, now that's it for horizontal rotations. Well, let's open our throw attached knife. Here we are getting a forward vector of our actor, but we should not do it like this in case if it was a hit. So if it was a hit, then our knife should navigate right at the place where we are aiming at. So if it was a hit, we have to promote our impact point. Also, let's connect false to set actor rotation 2. No, we can even delete this branch, by the way, like this. So we have to promote this value, this result of select, as the destination of our knife. So let's promote it to variable, and let's call it, I'm gonna call it debug knife destination. Now here in throw touch knife, instead of getting forward vector of an actor rotation, we have to get our knife, have to find look at rotation. Start target is going to be a world location of our knife. Get world location. Oh, get actor location. Get actor location is going to be start location. Target location is going to be knife destination. And from this rotation, we're going to get a forward vector like this. We can delete this get actor rotation for now. Well, compile, save. And now it flies where I'm aiming at, but it has a gravity and it flies a little bit to the bottom because we have a gravity. So that's it for an aiming. You can add a crosshair So as you can see, I can throw it like this also. But I think that, well, gravity is too small for our knife. Let's increase it. Let's open our knife. And also let's disable a debug trace for it. Well, where is it? None. Let's open the knife. Select select projectile movement and set gravity scale to 1.5, for example. And what about speed? What about speed? We have 4500 speed. Let's set it to 8000. No. Too fast for a knife. 5000. Well, maybe let's increase the gravity scale a little bit more. From 1.5 to 2. Well, okay. Now for in Eventic, where we are doing a line trace, let's move a start a little bit backward. So we're gonna get this forward vector, multiply it by minus 20, and add this to actor location. We're gonna make a line trace of our knife a little bit longer than actor rotation forward vector multiplied by 40, and this is gonna be an end. Well, now we'll have less cases when our knife flies through a wall. Okay. Well, what should we do also? Let's add a trail for our knife. Let's navigate to a place where a knife is located. Right click on an empty space and select FX Niagara system. New system from selected emitters. And we're gonna select single looping particle. Click plus, finish. Let's call it NS knife trail and open it. Here is our Niagara system. This is not video about Niagara system, I'm not very good at it also to make videos about it, but we're gonna do some basics to show you how trail work. So now let's open the knife. For example, here add Niagara particle system. Put it here. Well, let's not scale it here, by the way. Compile, save. Here is our particle system. Let's open it and decrease the size. Open initialize particle. Here we have a sprite size mode. Currently it's 10. Let's put it to 1. Check it. Well, that's fine. Move it into a knife. Okay, Niagara system stays at the place. It's not thrown with knife. Let's move it into a static mesh. Will it move now with it? It doesn't. Oh, okay. It doesn't because our particle spawned with a burst. Let's disable it, add spawn rate. Let's increase the spawn rate to 100, for example. On initialize particle, let's remove current loop duration from a lifetime and set a lifetime to 0.3. Well, now we should see something like trail. Okay, but spawn rate is too small. Let's open it, open spawn rate, and instead of 100, put 500s. Well, not bad, but we don't need to show this emitter when we're not throwing a knife. So here find auto activate, we select Niagara system and disable it. Compile save, open event graph, and in start movement, get this Niagara system and call activate. Compile, save, and let's try it. So now trail appears only when we're starting to throw a knife. Still not enough particles. Also, let's increase their size a little bit from 1 to 1.5. Spawn rate from 500 to 800 or even 900. While also open particle update and let's add scale. Where is it? Scale sprite size. Here it is. On 0 it's gonna be 1. On what is our lifetime? 0.3. On 0.3 it's gonna be 0. Well, still not enough. Hmm. Okay, let's put 2000. Not enough. Increase it twice. 4000. Let's add a little bit delay before activation of a knife, of a trail. Let's add a delay here. Something about 0.2 is fine. Select knife trail and in particle update let's also add scale color. We have to scale only alpha. Right click on this arrow and select float from curve 0.1 and 0.3 to 0. Also at 0 let it be not 1 but 0.5 and initialize particle. We're gonna change the color mode to direct set and change in alpha to 0.5. Okay, 0.2. 0.2 delay is too small delay. 0.05. they are too visible, in my opinion. Also, lifetime of particles is too small. I'm gonna set it to 0.6. And in scale sprite size in the curve, I'm gonna set key data key to 0.6, scale color and value also 0.6. And I have changed an alpha. No, I haven't. So let's see. So here is our trail. It's done really fast, but main time was taken to adjust parameters. So we can adjust it as you wish. Also, I'm going to decrease an alpha to 0.3 and 0.3 here also. Well, that's all for trail for now. Now, on projectile movement, let's bind an event. So select it, scroll details, and here on projectile stop, let's click on a plus. It will create us an event, and at this place we're gonna get our knife trail and deactivate it. Compile and save. So now trail is not appears. No, it appears. Well, why? Some. Well, is it event even called? I think it's not. Well, it's not called, by the way. So let's remove this. We're doing a line trace in event tick, and here we are deactivating projectile movement. After deactivation of projectile movement, we're gonna deactivate a trail. Let's call this deactivation here, and that's all. So now, no trails left. Well, I think that's it for this video. Now we can aim at which point we want to throw a knife. So, thanks for watching, hope it will help someone. Don't look at this, I have a bad collision on my wall. See you in the next videos.